wants to see because
Hi everyone, welcome in. I'm glad you're all here for the second round of stitching for today. Hopefully you're all had a nice little break before we met up again. Yeah, I watched some videos and had some dinner. And yeah, I did a little bit of messing around. 𝐀𝐢𝐦𝐞𝐞 came out with a new video a couple days ago, so I was watching that. It was really interesting. It was all in Korean, so I asked Gemini to give me a rundown on it. And it was really interesting, a couple things she said. And so I'm gonna talk about that a little bit later. I was thinking, yeah, because I'm like fascinated by her stitching. And so I'm just marking a little bit because I can't count, so we all know that, right? I'm looking at the screen. How does it look for you guys and how does it sound? I think I can zoom in a little more. Let me try that. How's that look? Looks pretty good to me. I must have moved something because like the setup is looking pretty good tonight. I'm like, whoa, must have done something right. So, whoops, and I hit my stand. I thought that I had more of this beautiful little sunset left, but nope, I'm in the flowers again, so yeah. So I'm gonna say hi to everybody, and we have Sarah and Sanna and Britt. Welcome in. Hope you're all having a great evening. My work looks a little crooked, but it's just because it's looser. Yeah, so my lines look a little crooked, but they're okay. So this block was super confetti, and I was like, oh man, just figures, right? But anyway, it's okay. I'll make do. So, and I want to.
it stays touched.
It's darker right now. It's kind of dark in my living room. I had to shut the shades because the sun was coming through, and so everything's like darker. So I have to adjust my saga a little bit, so I can see. Yeah, so I think it looks okay. So I'm gonna start stitching. This little section seems kind of confetti heavy, but you know, I'll make do. So the first one is 801, and I'm gonna check my board because I'm back to my nice full board, and it looks like I have a needle here. Let's see if I can grab it. See it to grab it. Okay. Oh yeah, that's a nice one. There's only one stitch. So I was watching 𝐀𝐢𝐦𝐞𝐞, and she explains a bit more about. Let me fix this real quick. About how she. I actually haven't done any of these. Let me do these really quick up. How she. She leaves her threads until she's sure that they're caught. And she doesn't seem to go very far from the stitch. So I'm gonna kind of give it a little bit of a whirl here tonight, and because I really do like the way it works for confetti, doing her method of the beginning and ending threads, and also I adore this parking method. It just makes the last stitch so nice and secure.
Nope. Too late.
Oh, these, I haven't worked on this side in a while, so the threads are a little frayed at the end. So that's okay. And hi, Chelsea and Essie. Welcome in. So what are you all working on? And I'm just going to do this block of parking these. I'll deal with those ones later when I get down there. But I probably won't work down there. I think I'll work across first a little bit. I'm finding that it's easier to have stitches over when I work on it instead of working down the whole diagonal. More of a stair step. So let me do that real quick. Ooh, that thread looks pretty rotten there.
Uh-oh, poor leg.
And I'm working on 20 count.
Life is in trouble.
And Alex is watching Leif and Billy again. Yeah, he's watching Leif and Billy. So he's he's repeating things he's watching. Yeah, you're okay, baby. Yeah, you're okay. Okay. Oops. You're Arnold. And Catherine's been at a polo tournament since 7 a.m. Ooh. Chelsea says, I don't know if I'll do any stitching today. Chronic fatigue and pain is testing me today. Oh, I'm sorry. I know what you mean. Yeah, just take a relax, you know. Don't worry. We're here. We'll keep you company. And when you're ready to stitch, you'll be ready. I sometimes don't feel like stitching either, so I understand. Okay, so those ones are ready to stitch now. And hi, Ebony. And oh, Lizzie. Hi, Lizzie. I just noticed you were here. I'm wearing my reading glasses, so if I miss you, it's because I can't see. It's really weird because the names are in like a gray, and sometimes it's a bit hard to see it. So anyway, I'm gonna get going on this and start. Yeah, just gonna get going. And this is here. There's just one thread, one stitch, I mean. Oh, that's okay. There's more down lower. I'm just not gonna bother. I'm not gonna look very far. I just decided that, you know, it's overwhelming. If it's not, I think if it's not within this little section, I'm not gonna do it. You know what I mean? Alex, I'm talking.
No.
Okay. Yes.
No, wrong.
Yes,
Wrong.
I'm talking. Alex,
Wrong.
be nice,
Wrong.
please. Okay. I'm not telling you to be quiet. I'm just telling you not to be so loud. Okay. So, and I'm doing min to max. So, you know, that's how I like to do min to max. I like to do min to max or by number. It just depends on the mood. And there is another thread there. Oh, it's very short, so that can stay there for a ninja stitch. And let me turn that down a little bit. The music is a little bit loud. And hi, Rajal. Don't worry, we just started, so you're on time. You went to go grocery shopping. Okay. Did you buy anything nice? Oh, is that right? Wow, that's really bright. Woo. That is a bright color. Check that out. I wasn't expecting that. Okay. That is right, isn't it? Yeah. Interesting. And that one was a bit long. So what is everybody working on? Oh, Catherine, oh my gosh, 107 Fahrenheit was terrible for hours and hours. OMG. Blah. And yes, you signed up for a quilting class. Oh, that's awesome. That sounds fun. I love quilting. That's exciting for you. So this one I'm just gonna do a stitch and park it. That is really great. When will you start your quilting class? Okay, and that is done. Let me lock that so I can do my parking. 7:30. None on the board. I need to do some restocking of needles on my board. Essie said, I stitched a lot earlier today. Now I just got back from a birthday, so grabbed an old cheap stamp kit. And you start the 15th. Rajal starts the 15th. That's cool. Exciting. Hopefully, I actually, we don't have a section for sewing. Maybe I'll do a category for sewing on the Discord, and then you can post when you start working on that, because that would be fun. Actually, we should do a quilting sewing, because Marlene and Sanna are doing English paper piecing, and so that's sewing and stuff. So maybe I'll do that later, or if Fred comes around and is listening, he can do that. Oh, that's a good one. Hold on a second. These ones were really long, so I'm gonna cut them down a little bit. Whoops, dropping stuff. Sometimes I flossed up a bit earlier, and I think that I had tested out cutting some of my floss a little bit different, which actually is not a bad idea. I just didn't like it because it felt like it was too short in my floss storage. But I cut it, I think it's, let's see, 70 centimeters instead of something. I cut it down. I don't even know. But it works out really well, because this is the length that I like for doing 1/1, and it cuts down pretty nicely. So yeah, I don't know. Can't talk as usual. So, and Sarah's working on Coffee Heart from Stitches So Beautiful, and Rachel says, I quilt but have not. Oh no, that's Catherine. Oh, see, I can't see those. Catherine says, I quilt but have not lately. Yeah, I haven't either. I used to quilt a lot. I don't know if you've seen my floss tube episodes, but I have a quilt that I made for Alex on the back of my sofa. And right now it's crumpled up on the back of the sofa because Alex used it the other day to snuggle in. He sometimes he'll go like, I'm cold. It's not cold. I'll tell him to put his quilt on. It's not on his, it's one of those like throw size. So he doesn't like have it on his bed or anything. It's just on the back of the couch. but it's really cute. I bought this really fun fabric, a fat quarter packet from Fat Quarter Shop a long time ago. It's been a long time now. And it has like alphabets and stuff like that. It was, you know, is when he was little, but he still loves it. Yeah. So, and hey, Christina, welcome. Sybil says, my quilt room is a complete mess, trying to declutter it. And you're lurking. No, not allowed to lurk. You gotta stitch, Christina. That's fine. I'm just messing. That is 3 over. Are you stitching and lurking? Okay. There's a lot of confetti. This block's going to be kind of brutal, I think. 580. Whoa, shoot. At least I said shoot and not poop. 580. Trying not to swear when I'm on camera. It's difficult. Lurking 2 for a bit. Okay. No problem. And that was another long one. That's fine. There's a lot of this color. It's like all over the place. No, actually, that's pretty long. Let me look at that. Trying not to make my threads so long, but let's see. I think this one's longer than what I usually. No, yeah, that's fine. It is longer, but it's okay. I'll leave it. Whoops. Let me hang that back up. Needing to relax a little bit. Going to stitch on my Words to Live by Saul. Okay. Yeah. Just, you know, relax. Kick your feet up. I'm here. I'm not going anywhere. I think that I will stitch until 12, maybe, unless I'm on a roll, and then I'll stick around a little longer. But I figured I'd start earlier, and then we can see what happens. Okay. And so I'm being pretty I'm being a bit generous on my waist threads. I want to make sure that I have enough in the back until I feel more comfortable with it. What's going on with this thread? But like I was watching Blue Sue earlier, and she was only doing like 3 stitches or something. Well, that was 14 count. So it was like 3 stitches. So that would be about, you know, like a half a square. But I feel a little uncomfortable with all the tufties in the way. So I'm leaving it a little farther out for now and see how I feel. But it was really interesting because she was talking about how she works. Oh, I did that wrong. Hold on a second. I wanted to go up. The video I was watching, she was working on the water lilies, which she's working upside down. And she had her, the way she parks her threads like this, when she has it upside down, they hang down like this. And it's like really interesting how that works. So like she has them so they're like this. And that was really cool. So I'm kind of like exploring a little bit. let's see, this is going to go here. Yeah. Just my thing is still a little too light. I'm going to, or too dark. I'm going to lighten it up a little bit more. Oh, wait, I didn't want to cross. I didn't want to cross. I wanted to just park it. Oh, yeah, that thread's a little long. Ebony, you two is not being your friend today. I'm sorry. I have shortened my waist threads to about 5 stitches away. Okay, yeah, I think that's probably what I'm going to end up doing. I just like to leave that field open, but I think that's what I was coming to. And hopefully, Ebony, if you refresh, maybe it'll be good. Allison says, evening, everyone. Never managed earlier stream. That's okay. Mom and Dad are coming up to watch the fur babies while we are away for the week in the caravan. Cannot wait. Ah, that's awesome. And no problem. You know, replay can be there. And, you know, oh, actually, I was working on Howl, so you might actually like that. So, no. So, yeah, so I'm kind of like considering a couple of things with that. Also, something that was interesting that she said, which I really liked, and this is something that I've kind of been considering, how I have my pieces a lot of times started on both sides, right? She says she works in a snake method. So she starts at one point, she goes across, and then she works back. And I thought, how genius is that? Isn't that cool? And Allison's working on Stitch the Beautiful Arium Feline. Scotland playing at 2 a.m. in the World Cup, trying to stay awake. Ooh, nice. Yeah, I just haven't bothered any of the World Cup stuff. Well, actually, I am boycotting when they're in the U.S. I figure that's the least I can do to show my displeasure for FIFA and all that, because FIFA is just as at fault at this with this issue. They knew this was going to happen. They could have kept a lot of this from happening. So yeah, but yeah, I'm sorry. I'm a very political person. I have strong feelings about it. Yeah. I woke up this morning at 5:30. I talked about this earlier, and I was awake a little bit. And I usually wake up I went to bed early, so I woke up in about 5 hours, right? And I usually go back to sleep because, you know, I get a good second sleep usually. But I was playing on my phone a little bit. I'm obsessed with this one game that I just love it. And so I was playing, and then I was done playing. I was like, okay, I'm gonna try to go to sleep. So when I noticed that I had some notifications from Discord, so I was looking at those. And I noticed that KB, Apocalypse Meow, she was on Discord streaming, and I was like, oh, I wonder what she's streaming. So I went to go look, and she was streaming the Kennedy Center, waiting for them to fix the facade. So she and I were watching that for a couple hours, talking and stuff. It was fun. I mean, fun, fun. It wasn't really fun, but interesting. Let's see. I'm going to put this, let me see real quick. Yeah, I'm going to put that there. Relative fun. We only saw him put the scaffolding up, unfortunately. That was kind of anticlimactic. But yeah. So, 6:03. Chelsea says, I'd rather have people have strong opinions and do what's in your power than decide you have too little to affect anything and you don't want to exercise the power you have by referring to your strong political opinion. And hi, Senna. Like, just, like, okay, so, for example, I love Eurovision. I love it so much. But I boycotted it this year because they allow Israel to, they allowed Israel to be there. And I was like, no, sorry, I'm boycotting. So I didn't watch it. It's just kind of sad because I love Eurovision, but yeah. Okay, I am gonna, let's see. Yeah, I'll take a little longer piece. This one's kind of short. 603. Yeah, so, and yeah, it is me. I grew up with parents that I don't think, I never knew my parents voted, or they never had any real political ideologies or anything. They were, yeah, I don't even think they voted. And my aunt, who I lived with, she always said who she voted for was a personal thing, and I didn't know if she was a Democrat or Republican. I strongly suspect she was a Democrat, but she never voiced who she voted for. And, like, and when I was younger, I thought, okay, well, that's cool, whatever. But now that I'm older, I kind of feel like I wish that she had talked to me about it more. So, yeah. Sana says, briefly focused my attention on the kittens who were cuddling. Aw, that's nice. Cuddling is good. Kitty cuddles are nice. Okay, so, and this one I'm going to, no, I think that's about right. I'm going to try this part, can't talk. Doing it a little bit farther away. I'm going to try, like, working my way to doing closer waist endings. And you know what? I'm just going to put this over there. Right here. And that is here. Okay. It's a little farther, but I would have used that much thread to cut it anyway, so yeah. So I might have a little bit too many needles on my on my magnet. I'm gonna take some of these off because it's magnets, not. Let me take some of those off. I'm gonna end up flicking them into my boobage. And hello, Marlene. Welcome in. So yeah, and oh yeah, okay, I already switched it. I was like, wait a minute. There's a lot of confetti. 3609. I almost said 8 because yeah. 3. Oh, looks like there's one on there. And short, so yeah, we'll leave that one. This one needs a little bit longer thread, so I will switch to the other side. 3609. Need to cut some more threads on that one of these days. I'm still working on my floss management. I decided, it's so bad. I decided not to bother trying to fix notions. I just started over. So bad. I'm like, I don't know. I have to go through my floss anyway, and I figured, And I liked the newer, updated version, and I couldn't figure out how to take my old work and put it on the new template. So I'm like, I'm just gonna do it. So we'll see. See what happens. Yeah, see, I'm gonna go like this. Can leave that. Nope. Ooh, almost messed that one up. Yeah. I didn't, though. Okay, and that's here. Yep. Oh, come on. They're sticking to my fingers and being stupid. My music is way too loud. What's up with that? No, that's not where it goes. I got moisturizer in my eye, so I'm kind of, one eye is watering. I didn't mean to get moisturizer in my eye, but yeah. Let's see. Let me turn this down a little bit. Okay, yeah, that's better. Chelsea says, thinking about swapping my master set from bobbins, I'm guessing, to floss drops, but that project feels and sounds overwhelming. Yeah, it was actually, but I did it a little at a time, and when I finally did it, it was like it's worth it. My problem is that I got lazy and didn't keep up with what I needed because of my database getting FUBAR'd, and I could have fixed it a long time ago, and I didn't. Instead, I just ignored it and just stopped messing with it. So yeah. I'm gonna go down here. So I'm trying to do a little bit more, not all in one spot. I'm gonna try that. I really like the result of this, so I think it is worth it. But I just need to tweak my methods. Let's see. Janine says, I was late to the party. Can you show the whole picture again? Okay, wait, hold on a second. Let me cut this off and put it back so I don't forget. Because I'm gonna forget, that is. So this is 208. Oh, there's a lot of confetti on this. Okay, real quick. Here is, I didn't move it. I usually move it when I get ready to stream. I move the picture so that I can, so here, let me, it's locked. Okay, hold on a second. Let me unlock it for a second. I can, hold on a second. I'm up here in the corner. Oh, actually I can see. Oh, that's what that is. Sorry. I haven't really looked at the mock-up on this side, but that's a lamp. Okay. And then there's like a string of lamps in there. Oh, that's cute. So, and I'm just on the other side. I'm just past the first shutter. So I don't really have very much between here. Yeah, see I'm like, yeah, about halfway, I guess. Let me put this, let's see, let me put this back. Oh. Oop. Let me move it. Oh, come on. This thing is a bit funky, how it works. It likes to skew things. A little bit smaller. Okay. Now I can lock it. I can't lock it. Okay, fine. Fine. Let me edit that real quick so I can lock it. Because it's in good... Whoops, no, I don't want to do that. Whoops. Oh. Okay, wait a minute. No, I don't want to edit that too. Serious. Okay, fine. Fine, fine, fine. Don't do it then. Oh, shoot. I was like trying to edit it and it's not like... Oh, so sorry about the like bouncy bounce. Oh, and looks like I zoomed out while I was messing around. Okay, let me know how this looks and sounds. Oh. Okay, so 676 is the next color. And there is none on the board. Yeah, I gotta go through and add some needles to my board. It's really handy. Really nice. Okay. It's like really behind on my laptop screen, and I can see myself trying to fix that silly mock-up. That was funny, actually. Okay, so yeah, see, these are really long. Oh well. Yeah, I actually, you know, when I looked at this pattern, I never really looked over on this side. Oh, and Janine, you were late, so you missed what I said about what I learned from Blue Sue today on her newest video. She works in like a snake method. So she'll start on either side and she'll work across and then she'll work back across the other way. I thought that was really interesting. Yeah, that was really cool. And she also works, she opens up her work and so that she's got like a path, but she doesn't do min to max like I'm doing, so it's a little bit more yeah. What's the word? I keep thinking pilik. What's that translation? Pilik. You know, yeah, never mind. I don't know. I'm like, all of a sudden can't think of the word in English. Yeah. Shoot. Alex has been speaking so much Swedish lately with me. I'm like a mess. Yeah, so anyway. And that's going here. I think my threads are a lot longer too. I think I need to consider shortening them a little bit. You might try that snake method on the new piece. Oh yeah. I think it's kind of an interesting idea, and it says, I know you mentioned this in Yogi Stream. Doing the first park leg, does it keep it tight in the back? So you wait, hold on. And I know you mentioned this in Yogi Stream. Doing the first leg of the park thread does keep it tight in the back better. So I'm gonna give it a try. Yeah, exactly. It's yeah. And yeah, I think what she said is that she trained herself to switch how she stitches so that it was more ergonomic for her. She had an injury from work, and so she talked about how she has changed the way she works and stretches and everything for less injury. And that was really interesting. She's going to do a video on the stretches that she learned to help her get better. So that's pretty fascinating. I had to have Gemini translate it for me because it was not translated. But yeah, it's so interesting because, you know, the thing I took away to begin with was that she's like, she doesn't care, she's messy and everything, and that's not really true. You know, it's totally not true. And she even has a piece of cloth over her finished work so that she keeps her stuff neat. And I thought that was really interesting. That's what gave me the idea. I don't think you guys can see this. Let me move it over here. So because I have work over on this side, I've worked on it, and how I have my fabric rolled towards the back instead of towards the front. I put the piece of fabric underneath the hoop, and it protects the work I've already done. And I thought that was a great idea, and I learned that from her. I'm learning so much stuff, and it was all because I wanted to understand her techniques, because I felt like there was something missing when we were all looking at it. And just every time I watch one of her videos, I learn something new. It's just amazing. And oh, the other thing she talked about was also, she talks about her streaming setup, which I'm gonna look at a little bit closer. She doesn't spend a lot of money on stuff. She says that she makes do with what she has, which is a really interesting. A lot of people don't do that. You know what I mean? Let me see. I'm looking for the right color. So yeah, there was just a bunch of stuff that every time I watch one of her videos, I learn something. I catch something new, and yeah, I totally recommend if you are interested. You know, look past the messy parked threads, because it's definitely she has a method to her work. So yeah. And I think that this parking method that she does, the way she starts and ends her threads, is she does it to make her backs neat. It makes it flatter, and I'm noticing that too. You know, the backs are neater. I just messed up my. I didn't catch one of the legs when I put my floss back on there. I was cutting a shorter piece because these pieces are just way too long. Yeah, so what happened here? Oh, there, okay. So yeah, different stuff. It's really cool. And she doesn't have like a expensive setup at all. Blue Sue. It's BLUESUU stitching showroom. That's what it is. Christina, if you are here, can you look for that link for her YouTube channel? It's Blue Sue. And if you put Blue Sue Stitch in the search bar, you'll find it. It's Blue Sue Stitch Studio, I think. She's Korean. You know, so most of her stuff is silent, and then a couple of her videos she has AI dubbed, which it's kind of a little bit rough, and then the last one was in Korean, and I plugged it into Gemini and asked Gemini to give me a synopsis, and I just went like, you know, I asked Gemini for the whole thing, and I was watching the video and I go, wait a minute, that's not all of it. So then I went and said, Gemini, can you give me what she's saying from minute 1 to 3, and I did it that way. You know, all the way to the end. It's only 14 minutes, but she talks about like her setup, how she sets up her camera. There was a bunch of really interesting stuff. And we wouldn't know about Fine Art Stitch without her. Oh, I love that. I love that web shop. It's so great. So yeah. Okay. Oops, that's not where I want that part.
Letter M is the number 13.
Okay, and
13th letter
the
is
other
M.
thing she does, well, she uses a stylist, which I don't have a stylist, so yeah, my threads are too long. I have to sort that out. And her stuff is beautiful. It's just, she did a video on rolling, when she rolled up her work, you know, like she was advancing her scroll frame. Yeah, it is amazing what you can learn from people all over the world. Exactly. And you know, I'm kind of, I love learning new stuff. I love all that, you know. That is not the thread I need. I was like, wait a minute, that's not the right color. It's this one. And honestly, I went because I was like, this can't be right, you know. This can't just be about her being messy, you know. And now I'm like defending her all the time. I'm like, you know, like every time I see somebody talk about her being messy, I'm all like, no. I'm like taking up for her. Let's see. But this parking method is just, it takes a little getting used to. Honestly, it does take a little getting used to, but the result is worth it. Oh, somebody's dog is screaming outside. That was weird. Huh, that was odd. I have my window open so I hear what's going on. Okay, so hey, we're getting up to 2 stitches. I realized from watching Kamari that my threads are way too long. Yeah. I think that I definitely need to, make them shorter. I've been cutting them in half and my wrists don't hurt and it's not slowed me down. I think it's faster. And I think you're right. Oh, thanks, Christina, for doing that. I mean, I'm noticing these are way too long, but it's just because some of my stuff was 50 centimeters and I just didn't cut them down, and I should have. But anyway, 3836. 3836. But when I start working on looking at my my floss, you know, when I once, oh, it's a short one too. When I look at what I need to do with my floss, then I'll adjust things. But I do like them long for when I do 2/1, or 2/1. How does she start her threads? I usually do waist threads, usually a block away depending on where the last stitch in the previous block was. Okay, so are you talking about Blue Sue, right? She works primarily, wait, that's not the right one. 3836. She works primarily with 14 count. And she said that she'll do it as little as 3 stitches away. But I'm kind of uncomfortable with it that short. Yeah, see these ones, I think these are 1/2 meter. Let me double check. I might just cut it in half instead. So if you think about a 14 count, yeah, I'll cut them in half instead. If you think 14 count, like 3 stitches would be like, I'm guessing 3 stitches would be about 5 stitches on a 20 count. I'm guessing. Yeah, I don't know. That seems pretty short. Well, we'll give it a shot. I only need one of them. I'll just do one. I was fixing some floss that was left over from a kit, and well, not a kit, but I had kitted up, and they were all 50 centimeters. So they're too long for 1/1, but they're kind of too short. So we'll try this and see how it goes. It's probably long enough. I know Joyce, so what Joyce says she does is, let me grab a floss real quick. I have a bunch of floss right here. So, wait, okay. So Joyce says, and I believe there was somebody else that said they do this too. So here's a skein of floss, right? This is arrow floss, by the way. So what Joyce does is she cuts one end, and that gives you exactly the size that I usually, well, it's a little bit shorter than I usually do it. I just use the ruler just because it's easier. So, and Ebony says she does her threads shorter too after watching Kamari. So yeah, so Joyce cuts it, on the end, one end, and that's about how long mine are. That's what you do too. Okay, cool. Let me put this back. I got sidetracked. But we're learning. I love that. I love that about this community, is that we're all learning. So this is, let's see how long this one is. So I just cut, well, it's 25 centimeters. Duh. I just cut a 50 centimeter one in half, so duh. But I kind of think this one should be okay, because I'm not going far with it, so yeah. So, and don't forget, if you want me to like show something or whatever, let me know, and I will try to, I can, if I know how, I can see if I can do it. I'm gonna do this stitch first. Well, I don't know, that actually didn't make sense to do that one anyway. Oh well. I've always hated long threads. Been wondering how you all tolerate them. Yeah. Wow, sorry, but that way is too sorry for me. 50th inch is length I like. You mean for your 1/1? Or you mean it's too short for you? Yeah, this is a bit shorter than I like, actually. Oh, yeah. Yeah, okay, there. Wait. Okay, I'll do that. I'm just going to do these stitches. Forget about it. Well, I was looking for a way to make them a length that was easily divisible. But I also found that 50 centimeters was too long for me. But then I also work short distances and park. So, you know, that makes a little bit of difference. If you're working, you know, cross country or whatever, you might want longer thread.
That was a painful.
I know that was something when I was doing typewriter method that I felt like my threads were too long for that. Because then I was going too far and I didn't want to go that far. But that one was a little bit on the short side, actually. Okay, bucket. 3031. Anything less than 50 centimeters is too short, whether it's 1/1 or 2/. Wait, 2/. The thing moved. Sorry. Let's wait. The chat moved, and my eye is still watering. Anything less than 50 centimeters is too short, whether it's 1/1 or over 2 with 2/2. I take 2 threads. Okay, yeah. See, I do 1 meter for my 2/1 or 2/2. And Silver says, I think I have 1 meter lengths, which I then cut in half, and that gives me something about 50 to 70 stitches. I work semi cross country, and Catherine works cross country and stitch until the thread runs out, or if only one, I cut it. Yeah. But like these ones are way too long. That's too long for what I like. But yeah, it is what it is. Okay, so I'm like, wait a minute. Okay, you know, that's right. I was looking at this right here. I thought that looks funny, but it's right. 3031. Might have that on the board. 3031. Yeah, I do. That's one of those numbers that I usually put back on. You know, I usually do more than one because I know I use it. Yeah, and I was talking, I know when I first started thinking about doing cross country or typewriter, I was asking about how long people were, and that's when Joyce said that how she cuts it. And that made sense to me, actually. And I tried it, but my problem is I didn't want to do all of my thread that short. And so that's when I came up with testing it with my ruler, or I didn't do it to begin with the ruler. I only realized later that the ruler was exactly the right length, which is really nice. 1, 2, 3. Oops, my hand got stuck in the back. It's yeah, it works really well. There's that. And then 938. 938, that sounds like one that I would have on here too. That's 8. 938. And nope. 939 was on there. Oh, that's why it sounded familiar. Okay. Jeez, my eye is running. I'm like, oh man. My face. I washed my face because my face felt kind of gross, and I put some more moisturizer on my face, and I poked my eye with the moisturizer, and so now my eye is running. It doesn't hurt. It's just like my eye is just running. It's kind of funny. And Janine says, Lizzie, what are you working on now? Are you still working on Once Upon a Fairy Tale? I'm like trying to make it run a little more so I can wash it out. If it doesn't stop soon, when I take a small stand-up break, I'll go put some eye drops in. Heading out to eat. Be back later. See you later. Have a good lunch, I'm guessing. Yeah, maybe. No. Yeah, lunch. Like time zones. They are tricky. Okay. And that's gonna go here. Oops, not there. There. Oh, that one's got a lot of threads. I'm afraid I'm gonna stick that in my... The ruler is in my way. 904. I'll just do a new one for that. Silver says oh wait, let's see. Oh wait, here we go. I'm sorry, I missed it. Santa says, I also do 50 centimeters. Ideally, it's actual length of your forearm to your middle finger. This is because otherwise you never end up above your shoulder. Yes, exactly. But it remains a matter of personal preference. And Lizzie says, I'm not stitching tonight, too tired. Although saying that, I may work on Raising Dragons, as there is a lot of one color. May do some of that later. Oh, that's a good idea. That's what I saw Kamari do, cut that way. And, oh, yum. Janine says, making macaroni salad. I realized I only had macaroni and eggs. It will be a minimal salad. Yeah, but you know, it also depends on, like, how tall you are. Like, I'm really tall, so, you know, my forearm is, well, I don't know, actually. I should measure that. I have, like, compared to my body, my see, but that one's really long. I'm gonna, oh, but this one, I need a lot of this, so I'll go with that. Oh, that was 905 anyway. Good thing I looked. Wow. Oh man, my Nana used to make the best macaroni salad. Oh, I never ate it except for at her house. Because my mom made potato salad. That was my mom's thing, was potato salad. I wish I could eat eggs. Dang. Okay, here's the proper color. I was like, wait a minute, that color looked familiar. Yeah, it's because it was the wrong color. But so when I first got back into cross stitching and I was kitting up one of my kits, I had seen somebody using one of those cross stitch, what do you call it? They were like a yardstick, I guess, kind of thing, but it was made for cross stitch. you know, you could pick which size you wanted. And I saw that and I go, that's really cool. And I realized that it was just like a rag rug weaving shuttle. And I thought, well, I've got plenty of those. So I went and I looked through all of mine, and then I went to the weaving studio and looked through all of those, and they were all just like the wrong size. And so I finally took one and I used it, but it kept giving me the wrong, it wasn't equal. My floss wasn't equal, and that pissed me off, because then then I had like one piece of floss that was too long, and yeah, I couldn't handle that very well. So then I was thinking, well, wait a minute, this is 8 meters. If I fold it in half 8 times or whatever, I'm looking in the wrong spot. Okay, I see what I did. Yeah. If I fold it up like 8 times, it'd be just right. Right? And so I started doing that, stopped measuring it, just started folding it like that. And I keep them all 1 meter length, and then I cut them down when I need them shorter. And you know what? I'm going to do a little pivot here. I'll do the stitch, but I'm going to take it up to the top. Just, why not, right? And then I feel like I have to wipe my glasses off. Yeah, see, I got moisturizer on my glasses now too. Seriously. I'm not usually this clumsy. Well, I am, but... No, it's not on my glasses. What the heck? It's on my eye. Let's see. Oh, wipe it off a little more. Yeah, my glasses are fine. It looked like I had a splotch on my glasses. It wasn't. It's my eye. Sheesh. Okay, what? There. Not trying to complain, but it's funny actually. It's just comical. Okay, so let's see. A little too short for me, but I did make my thread shorter. Okay. Wait. Yeah, okay. I was just like, wait a minute. I thought maybe I missed something. Let's see. Where's the... I moved stuff because I was like trying to organize. Of course, there it is. Okay, so now I'm wondering about my arm to my middle finger. Yeah, see, my arm to my middle finger is about 39 centimeters. So yeah, it is not 50 centimeters at all for me. 40 maybe, if you're yeah. So that makes sense. That makes sense why that size works for me. So yeah, 471. I took a measuring tape out and and look, because I was curious. So yeah, that makes sense why these are all like weird lengths. What the heck? I didn't mean to swear. I think. I like, yeah, see, this one's longer. Seriously. I like my floss for 1/1 to be 13.5 inches. Okay. That is a little more than a foot. I have to look at them. You can tell I've been using metrics a little bit long. I don't actually remember what that is. Let me look. Of course, I moved it to the other side. My tape measure. Now my tape measure is on the other side. What color am I? Okay, there it is. Wow, that's weird. I'm like, I know what 13.5 inches is, but like, I don't know how long it is anymore. That is so weird. I've been doing metrics a little bit long now, I guess. But we look at the ruler. You said 34. Yeah, see, that's about right. 13.5. Yeah, 34. That's about what I do. Yeah, that makes sense. Okay. I figured it was about that. I was like, I can't do it in my head. I just use a ruler or a measuring tape and turn it over. It works for both inches and centimeters. I have a measuring tape that's just centimeters, and it's like, no. Like, it's got to have both. I need to know both. Okay. And here I'm gonna, because I'm gonna do this block next, and then I'll work down. That's where I've decided. So I'm kind of doing a round, sort of. We're gonna test this out. I think that'll work though. Yeah, here we go. And then trying to go not as far. Yeah, ish. Oh, that looks wrong. Oh, no, okay. That's because I was in the wrong spot. Okay, well, that's good. I figured that out before I did the wrong thing. And yeah, okay. There we go. And this thread. Hold on a second. I noticed this is a little loose, so I think it's this one right here. That's the other thing I saw her do. Yeah, that was it. There we go. See? I saw, I just missed that down there. I saw Blue Sue do was that she pulled on her waist threads when she did the first stitch to tighten it up. I was like, oh, that's interesting. I guess I'm going to do this stitch down here. Can't kick the bucket if I don't do this. I'll miss that stitch. And yeah, I'll just do this. There we go. Okay. Okay, and bucket. This is going actually pretty well. I'm going to take a drink of water real quick. It's good that this floss is cheap because I am using a little bit, leaving a good length because I'm finding that it's better when they're a bit longer. 905. And I'm gonna just get, wait, that was the right side. Oh dear. 905. Let's do this. So I have with me some more of those whole wheat chocolate biscuits. Oh, they're so good. Or cookies, as well. It says biscuits on the package, so that's why I called them that. But they are not biscuits; they're cookies. Fight me. Biscuits are fluffy and big. Yeah. But anyway, that's what I have, and I can. Well, shoot, I can smell them. I guess my sense of smell is coming back. It's been coming back slowly the last couple of years, which is fun. I like that. And they're sitting here next to me, and I can smell the chocolate. I'm like, I'm gonna have to take a bite soon. Oh, I also put a poll up just so, you know, you guys all know that I do that, about what to stitch tomorrow. Some interesting, cheeky little projects. I love it. Oops, let's make that a little longer. I just I just worked on both of them, but that's the way the randomness is so awesome. The Squid Squad, or the pricks everywhere. That's gonna be fun. Either way, I really was having fun with. Actually, I'm having fun with both of them. So is that right? Yeah. Okay. The other thing I notice with parking this way, if you notice, they move differently. Like they lay nicer when you want to move them out of the way. I like that. Let's make sure I'm doing this in the right spot. Yeah, there we go. Oh, and I figured out that the floral motif at the top of my square is one stitch too high, so the frame is all good. Oh, okay. Well, that's great. Can you fix it, or just gonna leave it? It probably doesn't matter much, I'm guessing. Wait, where am I? Here. Yeah. Okay. I'm like, where am I? And it's going down here. Right here. I choose squid. Yeah, that one is just. I'm super happy that I chose that one. I decided to start it. I've been really I've been wanting to do it, but I kept like not having the courage to just do it. And yeah, I'm pretty happy with that. And it's not very big, which is really great. It's gonna be awesome as a painting. Well, yeah, 370. And I think next block I'm gonna do it by DMC number, because moving my cart back and forth is annoying. 370. Okay, music went off. Okay, there, I'm back. I will take a smaller one on this. I'll leave it. I've done similar mistakes or creative licenses elsewhere also. Yeah. Yeah, I think You know, with my coffee break pattern, I've not worked on that during the streams, which maybe I might do that. I might add that one time, you know, just for something, you know, less hard to do. Though I don't have it gridded, which is the reason why I'm going to talk about that right now. I didn't grid it because it's white, even weave, and not full coverage. And I was like, okay, I'm just going to leave it ungridded. And that didn't work because I made a mistake. And I didn't realize it until I was almost done with that first square. And so I fudged it, but then I was angry at myself for making a mistake. So I like put it aside for months and just didn't work on it. I was like, no, it's done. So yeah, definitely. I did leave it. I did eventually just leave it, and I finished the square. I still have to do the back stitch on that square, but yeah, I was really upset at myself. It looked really good, except it was off by one, and so then it skewed everything in the whole block over one, and man. Yeah, I know. I think I showed you that, Christina, when I figured that out. I was like, let's see, and oh, it doesn't go that far. Yeah, okay, I will park it. I was thinking I would just leave it. I would cut it off, but there's another one lower down. That's here, there. That was the first time I was using painted fairy floss too. I love it. Okay, let's move that back over there. There we go. Let's see. Okay, wait. Question for the group. Where do you find a piece of fabric for pieces like supersized multicolor 2-time library cats? Special order. You're in the US. Did you look at Dream Stitch? Oh, I did not. I'll take a look there. Yeah, they have some bigger pieces. And they also sell Zweigart and stuff like that too. So, you know, you can get, you know, good fabric as well, if you want. But I think Zweigart, but 25 count, I think, you know, don't quote me, but I think it's 140 wide for Zweigart. I want to say that it is. I don't know. And this one, I'm going to 3/8, 5/8. Because I was looking there, and they do have painted fairy 25 count, which is very wide. It's 150 wide. It's very lightweight. And I liked it, but then I struggle to see with 25 count, so I ended up not working on it because I was really struggling with it. So unfortunately, and I'm going to do this stitch here. But Christina, you have 28 count like that. Did you ever work on that, Christina? The 28 count? This is really, I don't want to go across all that fabric. I'm going to do a little I don't want to go over all my stitches, so I'm gonna do a little pivot here. Where am I? Oh, okay, it's up here. I was like, wait a minute, what's going on? I got it. I've worked on it a little bit, and it's really nice. We'll definitely go back to it. And hi, Travis. Welcome in. Glad to see you here. Yeah, I really liked the texture and everything. It was really nice. And it was 100% cotton. Even though it looks like it's so shiny and silky that it looks like it's polyester, is definitely 100% cotton. I did a burn test, so I do know for a fact that it is. So that was nice to figure out. Yeah, okay, I'll do this down here. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. It was too small for me to work with, unfortunately. Oops. Wrong button. 520. It's a lot of floss that means, well, it's a lot of stitches, so I'm gonna just take a new thread and work with it. It's like, that's really long. That is really long. Yeah, it's okay. There's a lot of those stitches, so I'm just gonna go with it. I've flossed up on this side of my cart. You know, I've added floss to some of these, and so it's all like it's all puffy and full of floss on this side. I didn't add a lot, just, you know, a couple, but it looks so fluffy now. And I am going to do it this way. I thought there was more of this purple stuff over here. I'm a little disappointed in myself, but it's okay. Let's see. Okay, so this can go back over there. And I'm going to go from down here.
Oh, look, that's Monster Truck Demolisher. That's Miles Exerod, Lightning McQueen, Finn McSmile, Otis, and Grem. Cars 2.
Okay.
It's Monster Truck Demolisher choosing trucks. In Cars 2. Look at this Monster Truck Demolisher. It's the Cars 2 characters.
Yeah.
Bilar 2.
Nice, Biscuit. Good job. The fan's in the way. I can't see what he's actually doing.
Finn McMissile.
Okay, yeah.
Finishing at level 4 with Miles Exerod and Lightning McQueen. In Cars 2, the vehicles in choosing
Sorry, he's
male characters.
trying to show me something, but
Really
I can't
nice.
actually see it. I didn't know, but apparently today is National Worldwide Knit in Public Day. Oh, I didn't know that. Well, it's okay. That means we have to go outside and, yeah. But I have done that before, so, okay, so, hey, we got a parked thread here for once. And that one is this one. The end of that looks really bad. Yeah, is it really? I've completely I've hardly knitted this year at all. I started a pair of socks the other day, little mini socks, and I think I did like 10 rows or something. I was too distracted. Okay, and wait, I had to focus again. Focus, Suzanne. I'm gonna. Sheesh. It's like there. Okay, I'm not gonna say it because somebody will make a joke about it. I don't know, did anybody knit in public today? I didn't. That means because I didn't even go outside. Oh, man. I'm going out on Monday. I am. I'm going to do it. As long as everything goes fine with Alex.
Look, it's a red monster truck. That's Lightning McQueen.
Yeah, nice, Biscuit.
Oh,
no, it's right. Okay.
It says monster on the logo.
It says monster on the logo. Okay.
Body. It's paint jobs.
Okay.
Cars 2.
I can't actually see what he's pointing at.
Fun.
Yeah, you're having fun. Good job. And then move that over. And I need to go over here. Yeah, I'm just gonna do it. Not gonna stress over going over these stitches. It's getting to that point. we won't look at the bag. No. Okay. Wow, we got 5 stitches. Okay, I'm gonna take a drink. Worked all day, so no. But you don't have any knitting with you anyway, do you? Janine says I haven't knitted in so long that I'm not sure I know how. Yeah. Well, I still knit quite often.
Flame muscle truck is Lightning McQueen.
But I'm getting more distracted.
Blue compact truck.
And
yeah. Green car.
Been kind of not as much as usual. Oh, there's hardly any floss on here. I haven't gotten to 900s yet. You can tell. There's hardly any floss on this one. I know I have more because, like, yeah, I know I have more of it. Just need to find it in the drawer. But I'm not on that side of the cart yet. I still have 800s to do before I can go over to that side. Hopefully tomorrow I will do more of it. So, oh, and tomorrow, I'm not sure what time Yogi is going to stream. So I'll start my stream like normal, and then we'll see what time she's going to start, and I'll adjust my time to that. So we get it done. I'm going to try this on this one. I have a little bit of a idea, maybe. Okay. I think I'm going to put it down here. And work my way up. Oh, it didn't make that long enough. Let's make it a little longer. It's hard to cut them if they're too short. Clara says, never, I'm guessing, could never get the hang of knitting, but I can crochet all day. Crochet is a brain off craft for me. Yeah, that's a good one. I don't crochet. I do, but I'm not very good at it. I prefer knitting. But I've been knitting longer than I've been crocheting, so I just want to fix that. And then here, this thread feels short, but it's not. There was a lot of confetti in here. This better look amazing. Okay, and I'm going to park it here so I don't go up over my work. There we go. I'll double check that. Yeah, that's not right. What the heck? What is, oh, that says not, oh, shoot. That's not right. What am I thinking? That looks wrong. We'll leave it until I get there. So see, what I did was I went off the parked thread when I shouldn't. I should have counted, which, you know, I counted now, but I didn't mess up. But I think I put that thread there thinking it was supposed to be here or something. That looks wrong. We'll figure it out later. It's fine. It's all pink.
Yep.
Yeah, that is way off. What the heck? Oh, wait a minute. OMG. What did I do wrong? I got a bunch. Okay, that's right. That's that. Okay, it should be here. Parked. This is all messed up. I'm probably gonna, it's probably fudgeable. Or it will be fudgeable because I'm not gonna I'm not gonna mess with it. Maybe. We'll see. It's all just flowers. That's annoying. I have to see what I did. Wait a minute. Let me just double check this color real quick. Yeah, it's in the wrong spot. It's supposed to, well, I can fix that real quick. But this is all wrong. What did I do there for? Oh, that's so weird. Not paying attention. Yeah, it happens. That was that over there. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's the right color. Well, it shows that it's parked here. It's just, yeah, okay, well, that's messed up, but we'll just leave it. We'll see if I can figure it out. It won't be able to do anything about it because it's all like in the wrong spot. And Travis says, I was streaming last night. Alyssa was tuned in, and during the stream, she had a mini earthquake while I was live. Whoa. Where was she? Where was the earthquake? And Janine said, I can't crochet to save my life. It always looks terrible. Yeah. I'm not very good at it either. Okay, well, I'm just going to leave that. I don't even know what to do about that. But, yeah, whatever. It is what it is. So, we'll leave it. Hate when I make mistakes. Darn it. Okay, so... Oklahoma? Really? Wow. Even when you think you're paying attention, it happens to me anyway. Yeah. Yeah. I think part of it is the diagonal. I really like the diagonal. I like how it makes me feel like my stitches are neater, but I do find that I make mistakes in counting. It's a lot more counting. Let's see, that's not the right color either. It's this one. So yeah, that's so weird. Oklahoma, really? You know, I was raised in California, and just earthquakes were. I remember when I was really little, and we had one of those bouncy horses. My brother had one. And I remember we had an earthquake, and it was like bouncing across the floor. And I asked my mom, I'm like, Mom, why is it doing that? I was really little. I must have been really little, but I still remember it. And Mom was like, oh, it's an earthquake. And I was all like, oh, okay. And just went along like nothing happened. It was kind of funny. I still remember that. And we had an earthquake one time when we were all taking a nap. My mom was all like, we had an earthquake. And yeah, it was like everyday things, it felt like, when I was growing up. But then when we did have the big one in '88, that was really scary. And then the one in 92, I think, in San Diego or LA, that was horrible. Just, yeah. So, yeah. But I think we were raised to make it feel like it's not a big deal, you know. I guess, you learn how to deal with it, but don't be scared, kind of thing. And I kind of think that's a good thing, actually, now that I think about it, because it makes you, if you're not scared, then you're more able to react in the right way, I guess, if you think about it. I don't know. It's still scary, though. Yeah. Let's see. Is Yogi going live today? No, she's not going live today. That's why I'm doing it. Let's see. I can't knit or crochet. I don't like the feel of wool between my fingers. Yep. I understand that. And Allison says, I like how the likes of color flow and diagonals look, but when stitched, but my brain cannot work it out. Yeah, I think I'm getting more used to it. It seems like it's working a little bit more, but I am finding out I'm making mistakes. Like here I made a mistake, but I'm just gonna, it's flowers. I'm just gonna go with it. I don't know. 3012. The one thing I'm starting to feel stress over right now is that the way the Minda Max is working, that I feel like I'm gonna end up going over stitched areas. and I'm not stressed about it, but it kind of makes me kind of tweak a little bit. You know, like maybe. I won't look at the back. I used to love those bouncy horses. Yeah, my brother had one. Yeah. It was like, we had it for a really long time. I remember we must have had it because there were four of us. So there was me and then my three younger brothers. So I'm pretty sure it survived all three of my brothers. And it was all faded and everything by the end. But you know, those must have been expensive back in the day, I would think. They weren't like small toys. I don't know. Let's see, that went pretty far, but that's okay. I thought I had more pink stuff. I thought I had more of the little sunset part left. I'm kind of disappointed. It's okay though. But like with this project, I really like that I have the option to work on either side. It makes it feel fresh. I just feel like I need to establish a little bit more on this side. Also kind of makes your brain think a little differently. Like I have to figure out like how I'm working. I also was working block by block over on the other part. So it's a little bit different. And I am gonna go put that up here. Right here. I think next time I want to work on the window shutter, the shutters. I did one and there was still another one to go. Okay. And ow, I just poked myself with a needle. I totally have a mark on my finger from poking myself with the snag nabbit. Like, just it's like a blood blister or something. It's not a. Yeah, it was weird. I really stuck my finger in there. Like, okay, now I'm starting to feel like it's a little bit tight in the back. Okay, I was like, wait a minute. Did I make a mistake up here? Oh, I didn't. It's just counting. Oops, wait. That. Sometimes these needles are so are a little bit on the sharp side, which that's nice, but sometimes you don't. You kind of hit through the fabric. Let's see, where's that going? I actually really like parking because of there being extra, there's like I don't have to get a new thread out. I can just pick it up and make sure I'm in the right spot. Yeah, that's right. And there. Okay. This block is a little intense. Yeah, okay, I can do this. I'm gonna take a crunch of my cookie. No, crumbs on my fingers. Hopefully that's not loud. Let me know if you can hear that. I don't want anybody to be disgusted by me eating. It's a bit brown here too. Okay. This one I can, wait, I put that up here. I actually, you know, I told you guys about the magnet that I have up on my stand. I actually put my tweezers and scissors up there. And then of course I reached for, reached for them on my cart. But yeah, I need to sort the magnet out a little bit better because it was kind of, oh, sorry, a little bit weak. Where'd I put my needle? Oh, there it is. There we go. Okay. And that is 1, 2, 3. 2, 3. That's where I thought it was going. Yeah. Okay. Wait, sorry. Just shifted myself a little bit. Okay. 9, 8, 7. Ow. Stabbed myself with the hook over there. Another really long one. I'll just leave it long. when I go through those flosses, I will organize that a little better. It looks pretty good though.
Hijacking life today in YouTube. It's horribly gone wrong with Leif and Billy's favorites. Never ever happened about Leif and Billy's.
So, because it's getting kind of like full, I'm going to actually do like a loop start up here.
What happened? You can't even.
Because it's far enough away that the thing that I don't like is the little ends in the back. That's why I don't usually do loop start, and also a lot of times they loosen up. But I'm gonna do this one like that.
Tror inte det. Vet. Leif Billys rolig. Rolig vän. Yeah.
I'm still gonna be going over a bunch of stitches. Kind of don't really like that, but I'm not gonna look. Cut that off. Right? We're not going to look at the back. We're just going to go with it. That's the one thing that Blue Sue does. She works in such a way that she works like around the inside edge outward, but sort of in a sort of a cross-country way, and I haven't figured out how to do that without having to, you know, pick and choose. I don't know. It's like it feels like it's a bit too yeah, like I like the min to max or the sorting by number to pick my stitches. So I kind of, I don't know. I have to watch that a little bit more so I understand her way of doing it. Whoops, I got caught on the hook. Allison, what method do you use? Oh, hi Amanda. Welcome in. Where did it go? Oh, there I am. I'm like, where am I? Alex is watching Leif and Billy. Which supposedly is really funny. I haven't watched it yet. Oh, that didn't sound good. Caught on something. I'm gonna go down on here and back up to the top. Oh, that's far. It's fine. And that is not there. It's here. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, okay. 1, 2, 3. That's right. And there, oh, there's a lot of bark threads in that part. That's good though. That means there's less to fix next time. And we have one color left. Nice. To trim that part off. It's the side of a building, so it kind of looks like a hard stop, but it is the side of the building. So I didn't realize what it was. I didn't know what this purple thing was either. It's a light. Allison says, generally I work row rows to start with, then see how the colors are going and change to, say, a block of 3 by 3 and work typewriter within the block and park below or side if I still have threads. Yeah, I used to do royal rows. I like it. It works really well for 10th stitch. Using that and then snake method within the block. But I don't like 2 blocks. I do 1 block. I used to do 2 blocks, but I switched to 1 instead. Too much decisions. If I do more than 1, I tried, but it was like too much decisions for me. So I stick to 1. But it's definitely a me thing. But I'm pretty sure I'm going to switch this to doing it by DMC number. Whoa. Oh. All right. Okay, so my internet just kind of dropped out a second. So if you can't hear me, what the heck? It's like dropping out. Hopefully it's okay. And hi, cross stitching with Easter. So yeah, it seems my internet is being weird. Can you guys hear me still? Yeah, let me know if I'm still here. It says I am. Everything looks good. Yeah. Okay, well, hopefully everything's good. The music stopped, so that means that it dropped. Sounds good to me. Okay, you're fine. Okay, good. Thank you. Yeah, I wanted to make sure because I got the loading thing going on and my music stopped. So I might have to go look at that. So, we're almost done with the block. And then I do think that, I put some a little closer, and I do feel that was okay. So I may consider that when the next block. Oh, there it goes. The music went back on. Okay. Just needed to reload it, I guess. Or, well, it did it on its own, so it just needed to catch up. Never noticed the difference. Okay, yeah, it just, I just saw that it was buffering and my music stopped, so I just want to make sure. Because some people, when that happens, they lose sound. So if anybody loses sound, just tell them to refresh. Good night, Britt. Thank you for stopping in, and hopefully see you tomorrow. And then we park it right here. Okay, so I'm going to go through and look at some of these threads that I can clip off This one should be okay. That's a parked thread. Oops. Oh, I don't have the yeah, I think it's only 10:30. I think this is a better, for me anyway, to be here a little bit earlier. I'm a little fresher than if I start later. Okay. So hopefully it's all good. These ones will be good. To cut off. And this one, I was being really conservative. I think definitely I don't need to go so far. I think there's another one in here. Yeah, right there. Yeah, my threads are definitely too long. I need to sort that out. But yeah, there we go. That's done. And then that one was really long. And see, like, I know that if I put it here, I know that it's far enough. Oh wait, no, this one down here is up there. So those ones can stay. And I'll leave these because if I cut those now, they'll be fluffy on the back. But this one is up there, so I'll leave that one as well. Okay, so we're good. And I will move this. I'm gonna take another. Oh, wait, I keep hitting the camera. Sorry about that. So I'm going to. Oh, this one here. Here's one that I can. I'm gonna take a bite of my cookie and drink some water. So what are you guys having for snack tonight? Okay. Oh yeah, I can mark these off too. Okay. Well, that took a while. That was a kind of intense little block. Hopefully it'll be less. One can hope, right? But there's a bunch of parked threads in there, so it might be nice.
Yeah, I'm just gonna have some food.
You're gonna have some food, okay? What are you gonna have, Biscuit?
I'm just hungry myself.
Okay, yeah.
I'm not wrong.
You're not wrong. No, you can have some food. What do you want?
I'm just gonna go get myself.
Mm-hmm.
I'll get myself food.
Okay. I'm going to work the parked threads from the bottom. I've decided first. Oh, excuse me. I didn't mean to chew with my mouth. Talk with my mouth, having some cookies in it. Amanda says, I just had lettuce, a lettuce and mayo sandwich on toast. One of my kids ate all the lunch meat. Okay. You can have some cookies. You can have some cookies. Okay. So let's count a little bit better this time. I'm eating cookies. He should be able to eat some cookies. I'm eating cookies, right? Except for mine are full of gluten and his are gluten-free. Yeah, I'm gonna go down there. What's that? Okay. And I turned off the auto movement because I just want to, wait, here, I'm gonna work on some parked threads. Oh, you know what sounds really good is a bacon, lettuce, and tomato sandwich. Ooh, that does sound good, doesn't it?
I'm playing computer.
Yeah, go ahead and play computer.
No, I did. Okay.
Oh, okay. Hey,
Sorry.
don't. Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Sorry.
You're okay, Beck.
Sorry.
Wait a minute. Let
My
me
hands
see.
are moving.
Your hands are moving. Okay, good.
So I have cookies, please.
Yeah, you got cookies. What kind of cookies did you get?
Periods.
Period. Okay. Are they hallon?
Hallon chocolate.
Uh-huh, you got both. Okay. 𝐿𝐶𝐸𝐾. One more. And 3 over. Yep. 1, 2, 3. Okay. Did you buy or make his cookies? It's hard to find gluten-free stuff that isn't spendy. Yeah, they're spendy. But, you know, gluten-free, I did a lot of gluten-free baking in the beginning, and I just, orca. I don't feel like it. I'm just so, yeah, so I buy them. Yeah, he doesn't like eat the whole packet, so, you know, it's fine. He's, you know, and they cost a bit, but yeah. But we have, here in Sweden, we have really good, there's a good variety of gluten-free, dairy-free stuff.
I'm just having that.
Yeah, you can have that. That's okay, baby. But he just started eating things with sugar in it. Yeah. Yeah, you're fine, baby. What? I'm talking about you. I know. I'm talking about you. It's okay. Yeah, you're having it. That's good. So yeah. It's a pretty new thing. Because it used to make him speedy. So far, this block is pretty, being very nice. And
I'll say you do.
now, what are you saying? Okay. And next color, that's not the right one. There's quite a few of these colors in here. That's not bad. My second oldest was allergic to soy as a baby and toddler. It was hard to find anything prepackaged. I'm so glad she grew out of it. I'm allergic to dairy and bananas, dairy-free and gluten-free. It's hard to find here. I didn't grow up with any sugar or artificial colors. Have you ever had Kool-Aid without sugar? Oh, God. Yes. No. Well, God, Kool-Aid is full of artificial colors. Oh, have you ever had Kool-Aid that's made with hot water? Oh, wait. No, that was powdered milk. Oh, God. Yeah, we went through a time where I guess my mom was doing powdered milk, and no, I couldn't drink milk for a long time after that. But one of my brothers decided to make the milk. I guess my mom told him to go make it, and the container was soaking, and yeah, he made it with the dirty water. Yeah. Ugh.
Oops. I like to restart because of.
Let's see. Yeah, okay, I'm gonna move this
Oh yeah.
over here.
Shattered the glass.
Is that right? Yeah.
Try
Okay, Alex.
again.
Your tablet is really loud, sweetie.
I'm busy.
Don't talk to mommy like that.
I'm busy for kids.
Yes, you are, but I also said your tablet's a little
I
loud.
don't want to turn down.
Just a little bit,
I don't
please.
want to turn down. I'm too young.
Okay, baby.
Turning down sucks. I hate it.
Yeah, just a little bit, okay, please?
Not a little bit. Don't make me turn down. Turning it down suck.
Alex, that's not okay.
It's not.
It's not okay to talk to mommy like
I
that.
don't want to turn down.
Yeah, but you can.
I said no. I don't want.
And I think I'm going to work on this square before I work on that one. So I'll park it over here. That thread was really long.
Alright guys, turn down.
Thank you, Alex. You're the best. That was very good of you to do.
Thank you, Mommy.
Yeah, thank you, Biscuit.
Thank you for turning down.
No, you turned it down. Thank you for letting me.
No, thank you, Mommy. Thank you for turning down. Thank you for turning down, okay?
Powder Mark used to be, it used to be really,
Mommy, thank you for turning down.
we used to drink hot Jello at my friend's house. Yeah, well, they didn't make undyed Kool-Aid when I was a kid.
Thank you, Mommy. Thank you for the volume down.
Yes, thank you, Alex. I used to drink hot Tang, and I still sometimes get a hankering for it, like warm, like when you thank you. This is the Love Letters chocolate shop. It's really weird because a lot of times you don't look at this side of the picture, and it's really pretty. But I'm getting into the bushes again, so it'll go back to greens and blacks. Yeah. I don't know, did anybody else do that hot Tang? Like, you boiled water and drank it like tea. That was really good. I used to love that. It wasn't something my mom bought, but I had it at my aunt's house. I was visiting my aunt one time, and she made it, and I wanted it all the time after that. So I'm gonna go here. This thread in here, it's gonna be stitched over soon. So, oh, and that's something that Blue Sue said. She said, if in doubt, don't cut the thread. Just leave it until you're ready to, until you've stitched over it. That was pretty interesting. Let's see. Let's move.
Thanks for turning down.
Yeah, thank you, baby. These are way too long. I want it to go over here. Right? Oh, my nose itches. Yeah, that's right. I was like, am I right? Oh, what's Tang? Oh, man. You don't know what Tang is? It's a fake orange drink. It was really popular in the 70s, and they made it so, it was what the astronauts drank. That's what they would say, which I find highly unlikely, but yeah. it was supposed to be good for you, and it was really tasty though, I will say, especially hot. It was like, yeah, it was weird. Let's see. I love that you call him Biscuit. My kids' nicknames were Bug because he was curious like a bug, Sweet Pea, and Pumpkin. My nickname when I was little was Turkey Bird because I was a pip. Aw. My mom let me try Tang once because astronauts drank Tang. I didn't have any dietary restrictions per se, but my mom had to buy an absurd amount of lemons because I love them. I have to say, Tang is gross. Well, I never drank it cold. But it was really good hot. Actually, I think the Kool-Aid was red, but undyed. Probably allowed to have it for party or something. Oh, okay. Can't imagine they made undyed Kool-Aid. No. No, they still don't. Well, actually, they might now. I don't know. I haven't. The last time I bought Kool-Aid, I bought it in Stockholm, and I bought it to dye wool. Because you can dye wool. You can dye hair with it. Let's see. I'm just... This thread is really short. Yes, Biscuit?
Can I have some apples?
Yeah, you can have an apple. Be careful with the knife, okay? Be careful with the knife.
I'm okay.
Yeah, you are okay. I'm gonna stitch these ones because this thread is really short.
I'm just gonna cut myself.
Yeah, you can cut the apple yourself, but don't cut yourself. Please. I have a knife phobia, so I cannot watch him cut stuff.
I didn't cut myself.
No, you're okay, Biscuit. I'm just talking, okay? You're okay.
I'm not okay.
You're not. Why are you not okay?
I'm stressed.
You're stressed. Okay. Sorry, I'm having a little bit of is it like diluted juice? No, it was like, yeah, it's not like what do you call it? Squash. Well, it is squash, but it's powdered. We were given hot orange or black currant diluting juice when we had a cold or sore throat. Still have it when I feel a bit ill. Yeah. Sort of. Yeah. So like in the States, we don't have, well, yeah, they did in the freezer section. There was a lot of that, like, concentrated juice concentrate. But it's not the same as, like, here in Sweden, we have saft, which is, like a,
There you go.
what do you call it?
There you go. The apples are good.
A squash. You know, a juice squash.
The apples cut it works.
Yeah, good job. Okay, now, and that's good. This one's really short, so. Yeah, we used to get, because my mom.
Oh, I got the apples cut it works.
Okay, good job.
I'm not mad. I'm happy.
Okay, I'm glad you're happy. My mom, because like she had a million kids, not really, but you know, she had food stamps and all that, and WIC, and so she would get like frozen concentrate juice, which was nice actually. It was really good. I can cut that a little bit. This one as well. No, that's a part thread. This one, just a little bit shorter. Let's see. The closest we had was frozen concentrate, which was basically a can of some frozen juice you added water to. And you know what? That's something I really miss. I really liked the frozen like you could get frozen juice. I like that. I miss that. So here we go. And oh man, I loved the like I was so bad. Like the Hawaiian punch. That had to have been the worst, full of red food dye. Yeah, good job, Biscuit. This feels like a size 26 needle. It's fine though. I'll cut that. I miss frozen concentrate juices. Do they not have that anymore? Because that, yeah, we used to get like just have bunches of orange juice like that and everything. Yeah. Pre-watered down, yeah. I don't do juice very often anymore because I'm diabetic, so it's all under control and everything. So I don't really have a problem with it, and I don't really do sweet stuff very often. I do very little. Even before I was diabetic, I never drank soda or anything. So I find that juice is just way too sweet. I don't even drink soda anymore. Oh man. Though sometimes I really want a soda, and then they add sweetener to all of them now, and I don't get it. It's like there's still sugar in it, but then they add sweetener too, and that's just irritating because if I want to drink a dang soda, I want it with sugar in it. Okay, I'm gonna go. I was like that. It's a little thick there. So, oh, there we go. Okay. I don't know if they do that in the States, but man, it's so irritating. I only buy a soda once every couple of months, maybe, if that. But I ordered a takeaway and I got a free soda with it. And I was like, oh, that's nice. So I got a Fanta, and it was full of sweetener. It wasn't sugar free either. It had sugar in it. I'm like, what the heck? Sorry, my voice is all going horsey. Yeah. So I just don't bother. But yeah. Sorry I've not been chatty this evening, but I'm going to go now. Good night, everyone. Night, Lizzie. Have a good rest. Thank you for being here. Alex says have a good rest. Mm-hmm. Thank you, Biscuit. You're the best.
You're the best.
Yeah, you're the best. Yeah. So, and I don't know if I don't follow any of that stuff, I have no idea. But I wasn't allowed to drink Coke or Pepsi when anything caffeinated when I was a kid because of my stuff that I had going on. It's like, now I can drink it. I want it. Once in a while. Not all the time. I want some root beer, though. Wish they had that here. Well, they do sometimes, but I haven't found it. Oh, I should go to Coop and look. I bet Coop has it. Sometimes you just want a root beer. But they're really expensive. So, yeah, don't do it very often. So, going to do this last one, and then I'm going to check what we have left on there. And Lizzie says night, Alex. Lizzie says night. No, most of our sugar sodas are just sugar, not artificial sweetener. There's some special versions of both. And Cross Stitch with Esther says, I've got a massive sweet tooth. I can't really tell how much sugar is too much most of the time. Oh, wow. Yeah, they don't actually, these hybrid, what do you call it, sodas, they don't actually list it, like it's not on the front of the can. You have to look at the ingredients to see if that it's there. And I really find that not good. I choose not to drink artificial sweetener. And if I want a soda, I want a dang soda with sugar in it. And then they will sell zero, the sugar-free ones. And those say like Coke Zero or whatever. I'm going to cut this off. It's in my way. Should be good. That one. I don't really have much of a sweet tooth. I don't. Wait, I have a needle down here. Yeah, there it is. I don't eat that much. I might have a piece of chocolate or something. But I can't eat that much of it at one time. That's okay. Okay, so with this one, I am going to... Okay, thank you, Alex. Thank you for letting us know that. We appreciate your commentary on belching. I'm going to park it down here. And then, because there's a lot of these stitches on this one, so I'll just start a new thread up here for that color. Maybe. We'll see. Okay, and this one here, there's only 2 stitches. Oh, man. Okay, well, this is okay, though. I will pivot it out to the edge. Yeah, good idea. I have these park threads up on my, and they got caught on the screw. Whoops, sorry. Whoa. Hopefully no one gets motion sickness off that. I'm pretty sure the U.S. sodas have to say if they have artificial sweetener on them on the front of the can. Yeah, I would think it would be that way here as well, but yeah, I guess not. And they have both. Christina would know better about that. I don't often buy sodas, so I don't really have any idea of how that works. But when you order a Fanta, and they also sell Fanta Zero, you kind of expect that the Fanta is going to be a normal Fanta. But nope, it's not that way. Okay, and then this one will go down here. I think these ones can be removed too. I'm going to cut these off real quick. They should be caught. I'm sorry, I keep hitting the stand really a lot tonight.
apples are good.
Are they good? Okay, good. I'm glad you like your apples. Okay, yeah. And I did this stitch over here, so we'll mark that one. Oops, oh yeah, that's right. Okay, and bucket. Okay, so now what I would normally do is I would go min to max. I'm just looking at the stitches that are left over, kind of working out my way of doing it. Let's look at the min to max. Yeah, I think that's what I'll do. I'll do min to max. I was going to do it by number, but they're almost all out anyway. Oh, that's a good one. Let me take a bite of my cookie. I don't actually know, but I know pretty much all the sodas are a hybrid to be more healthy. Yeah, that's questionable. I think I think that artificial sweetener, they don't really know what it's going to do. Well, actually, they do know that artificial sweetener causes people who have diabetes to actually have the same kind of issues as if they were drinking sugar, you know. So it's not, it fools your body, and you're, yeah, I don't know. That I know they've checked that. Sorry, I took a bite of my cookie.
We don't have a cookie for you.
I do. I have cookies. Thank you, Biscuit. But I would just rather go without. I'm okay with that.
I'm a nice boy.
Are you? Are you sure?
I'm being nice, boy.
You are. Oh, my hand got stuck in the floss drop. Ah. I have bits of floss all over me. He's such a teenager. Okay. And this is gonna get covered up. So I'm gonna put this waist thread here. Experimenting a little bit more, having them up a bit closer. Okay. One thread here. 3 3 6 4. I'm gonna drop my ruler. 3 3 6 4. And there's a needle here. Oh, it's not too short either. Boy, oh, I'm smacking everything. And this, I think the same. I'm gonna go. No, I'm gonna go over here. Maybe. We'll see. It's still a little scary. Not having a lot, but I think this will be okay. And I'm still, like feeling it out. And this will be here. I'm gonna double check. Okay, yeah, I'll just park it. There's more down there. Instead of starting and stopping, Okay. Oh, no. Oh, wait a minute. I actually, I tried to park that and it didn't actually park. Okay. Seriously. 3829. And none on the board. Okay. 3829. These are so long. These are so long. Need to go through that. Scissors dropped down in there too. I think I will go up over here. I didn't plan this out very well. The parked threads were a lot more. There was a lot more stitches to it than. Yeah, it's fine. This thread is really long. Sorry. I think I will cut it a little bit and put part of it on the board. 3829. Okay. Okay. Sorry. Asthma. Yeah. Need to refill my board. It's kind of sparse right now. 3860. Oh, just split the thread. Nice. That's always fun. Okay. I wonder how long Kamari's threads are. And doesn't she just like she doesn't actually like do any special start. She just kind of lets it all hang in the back. Which that would drive me crazy. Nope. I think the next square, I'm gonna try doing it like Blue Sue talks about and see if I can figure out how I want that to work. Let's see, this would be, I'm gonna put this over here. If I can figure out how that works. Hi, Mandy. Welcome. I'm glad you're here. What are you working on tonight or today? I should say today. It's not tonight, maybe where you are. Oh, it might be. I don't get how Kamari's threads stay put. She doesn't anchor anything down that I can tell. Yeah, and like I said before, I was doing the May 51 start, and my stitches were not staying, and it really irritated me because I would go back and I'd have to pull out a thread and fix it because the start wasn't, and the ending absolutely didn't stick. I just was not happy with that. But I've noticed doing this, my stitches are more, the tension is better. I'm not seeing the stitches popping up and stuff. And that is here. I've never really watched Kamari that long. Yeah, I like to do things when I watch videos, and it's really hard to watch and not do something. Oh, that's not it. Okay, 327. Yes, it's night in the UK. Okay, you're working on Nightmare Before Christmas. Yeah, it's an hour. You're an hour behind me, so it's like 10-ish. So good evening. Okay. 327. Oh, wow. There's one on the board. It looks like it's short, though. I usually leave the short ones on the board just because they're good for ninja stitches. 327. No, that's the right one. Yeah, it's really short. Yeah, no, I'm gonna leave that back on the board. I'll get a new one. Oh wait, there's another needle in there. Haha. That usually means there's a longer one. If I can get it out. Oh, it's all tangled up. Come on. Oh, there we go. Yeah, that's a good one. There we go. I have to clean that off. Or clean it up again. I looked at my Christmas pattern the other day. And I was like, oh, I want to work on that. I'm gonna do Christmas in July, I think. That's the plan. See, that's not gonna get covered up if I put it there. If I put it, no, it's not gonna get covered up either. Yeah, I'll go over here. I'm like, it's getting to the point where I'm not really sure about how these will get covered up. So, yeah. But I'll do it. I haven't worked on it since Christmas. Kind of hankering for it. Maybe. It's a lot of block stitching. Okay. Oh, what is it with all my projects being like super confetti lately? Gotta have a break from that. It was nice. It was nice working on howls and decisions. Just like nice little bit of block stitching. $5.50. And this one I am going to, yeah, let's see. I'm going to just do a little pin stitch on that one because it's kind of far away and it's starting to get, yeah, I'll do that. Let's see. Chelsea says that's when I plan to start. Traditional Nutcracker is for Christmas in July. And how are you and Alex? We're good. Alex is over playing on his computer. We both took a nice little nap today, so we are very alert tonight. So Chelsea, which pattern are you going to do? Is it the one from 𝐻𝐻𝐸? Or are you doing something else? I love nutcrackers. I always make sure I have a little ornament that's a miniature book, the nutcracker for my Christmas tree. I'm like making sure I'm doing this right place. I don't love doing pin stitches anymore, but it's fine. For one stitch, it's okay.
Blue fire, green fire, female. Green stripe, female. Red fire, male.
$5.50. I bet I did look. I was gonna say I bet there was one on the board, but I did look. There wasn't. I'm gonna cut these off real quick. It's the one from 𝐻𝐻𝐸. It was my favorite nutcracker pattern. The one from Peggy Collins, I think it came out last year. Because I was like eyeing that one, but I'm not gonna do that this year. I'm not doing it. I swear. I wanted to start Winter Cookie Party, but now I'm starting to kind of, I don't know. I guess that thought is waning a little bit. I think I need more than that. So very little on that needle. 701. Oh, the birds are being loud. I have the Nutcracker 2 to start, the Peggy Collins one. Yeah, I really liked that one. But it's so dark, and I'm like, I want it to be more bright. But yeah. That was another really long thread. But it is really good. It's very nice.
Hey, Mom, it's 𝐾𝐞 again wearing glasses. Especially 𝐾𝐞's got a microphone singing on Swedish.
Let's see. I don't have a Christmas whip, so it's going to fill that slot. And Allison says, I have quite a few nutcrackers that put out at Christmas. I also have Winter Cookie Party to start. Yeah, I want to start it. I think I was planning on doing it like maybe like first of Advent or something. But I don't know. Like now I'm not sure. I kind of feel like I'm at my limit, though. I do want to start Fonyo. Oh dear. Yeah. I keep saying I think I'm at my limit, and then I start a new project. There is that. So here I'm gonna. Yeah, it's here. Though, you know, limit schmimmels limit. There's no limit. Really, there's no limit.
Monster Truck Destroyer is the blue and green for females and red for males. Monster Bus and Monster Car is the red.
I'm in love males. With the tutu nutcracker one. Yeah. But I'm like not ready for that. I think that's a little bit too much for me to.
Red Monster Car.
It's gonna be too expensive.
Males,
3 over.
Blue, green, females.
And so
red,
yeah.
Red males.
Okay, and that is here. And bucket. It looks like a mess, but it's okay. Let me take another sip. So, oh, it's past chocolate time, people. What chocolate are you having tonight? I have a Bueno. These are so good. Like, love them. They're kind of addicting. I have the whole packet, but I cannot eat the whole packet. I'll only eat one. But I was too lazy to take it out. Okay, so, yeah. 3607. I might see if I can get Alex's attention and have him turn the fan off. It's getting chilly in here. I bet that is, yeah, it's the summer in Sweden this year has been not very nice. It's been very cold. But I don't mind. I'm not going anywhere. Let's see. Allison says, I just got the Hummingbird exclusive to add it to my list. I got the rainbow sheet at the moment. I have 41 listed. This does not include paper patterns that may or may not do. That I may or may not do. Chelsea says, my limit is when my hoops are full, which they currently are. They may have to buy a hoop for the Nutcracker piece. Oh, I just switched my hoops out. I only have like 3 hoops that I use. I have 4, but one of the screws broke, so I switch it between. I'll take one of the screws out and if I want to use the big hoop. But I find the big hoop is a little too uncomfortable. It's a size 6 Nerge hoop. So this one's a size 5, and I really like this size. Especially for streaming, it gives me enough space to work. But I do like the size 4. They're really good. And I just switch out my work. You know, I do sometimes, like one of my pieces I do have in the hoop, and I'll leave that in there while I'm working on it. That's my, the one I'm trying to finish. And yeah, so, I bought some new plastic Amazon bags. So I had a lot of them still in the Ziploc bags that the fabric came in. So I'm going to sort that out so that, you know, and as I said, I UFO'd a bunch, and I put Golden Gate Bridge to hibernate for now. It'll come back eventually, I guess. Maybe, I don't know. It's like, maybe I just need to work on it and see what I think. That might be what I need to do. I don't know. Last time I worked on it, I was really not happy with it, which is weird because I love that piece. Yeah, I don't know. Okay, so yeah, I'm gonna go back over here. I have lots of Q-snaps. I can't use them. They're trash to me. They're like, nope, I don't use Q-snaps anymore. I have a bunch of plastic Nerge hoops that when Christina comes and visits, she's gonna get them. One of them is hers anyway, so she can have it back. I can't do them either. The wooden ones are the best. It's after midnight here, so I'm off to bed. Night, Christina, I will talk to you later. I hate taking fabric on and off the hoops and Q-snaps, so I avoid it. I like 12-inch hoops. Good night, everybody. Hi, Shelly. Welcome. It's been a while. You've been busy. Let's see what... This is 22 centimeters. What is that in? It's a 8.5. Well, yeah, 8.5 hoop size hoop inch. That's what I have, and I really like that. So yeah, I'm gonna take a bite of my Bueno. There, it's like, oh shoot, it broke. It's melty. Oh, it is melted. Oh, man. It's a Kinder Bueno. It's a... It's like, wafer filled with cream of milk and hazelnuts. Right? Let me look and see if I can find English. There's no English. Yeah. It's a crispy wafer filled with cream and hazelnut with milk chocolate over it. They're really good. It looks like this. You know, it's not the best chocolate, but they're really tasty like this. It's all melted. I usually keep them in the refrigerator, and I took this one out earlier. Listen, I don't usually like white chocolate, so I don't think I've seen that one. Okay. Oh, that's messy. But it was really nice with it being soft like that. Melty. Okay. 154. Sorry about the eating. As I said before, I really don't like mouth noises. So I'm very conscious of doing that. Yeah, I could mute, but I was like, I just would eat it really fast. Yummy sounds delicious. I've seen them on Amazon. I love milk chocolate. No dark chocolate for me. Yeah, I like, there was one that I had. It was a Lindt fusion. It was like a dark chocolate and a milk chocolate together. And I'm telling you, that was amazing. But then I bought one of the Lindt fusions with fig. And, yeah, no, I didn't even finish it. Swear it tasted like sick. I was like, oh my God, this is horrible. I love figs. I mean, like, really, really like figs. I couldn't even finish the chocolate bar. But, you know, I like to try stuff. And, you know, dark chocolate is better for me because there's less sugar. But, like, I don't even eat chocolate every night, you know. I'll eat one of those and that's about it. And, you know. And sometimes I'll feel like, oh, I want to eat another one. But I know that I won't feel good if I eat another one. So, you know, I'm pretty good about it. Let's see. Let's put that here. It's like a chocolate chip cookie. I know I'll eat one and I'll want to eat another one. But I know that if I eat another one, I'll feel sick. So, yeah. I think that's really good because it discourages me knowing that I'll feel badly after eating too many, that it discourages me from doing it. And that's kind of a good thing. Just double checking, make sure I'm in the right spot. Oh, it was not after I had my surgery, but it was, you know, a couple years afterwards. And I've really not had a big problem with the gastric bypass. You know, I can pretty much eat anything. I'm really careful. I know how much I can eat, and I'm careful about, and I wanted to go up through, oh, see that's, shoot, I just messed that up. One time I was like, oh, they have this burger place here in Sweden called Max. And I don't generally like eating there because I don't really like their burgers. But my ex did. He loved those. And I was like, yeah, whatever, we'll go there. And they had these, they were old-fashioned milkshakes.
Mandolin.
And I was like, oh, that sounds so good. I want to try that. And I got one. And so the first time I got it, it was fine. No problem. Drank it. I was careful. I didn't drink it too fast. I need to fix that thread. I'm not liking that. And I was like, oh, good. It worked. I didn't, get sick. And so the next time we were in town, I was like, oh, I really want another one of those. It was so good. And I didn't even drink it all. I gave most of it to him. And so I got another one. Same thing. I was sick for days from it. It had affected me so badly, and I was just like, oh man, never again. And that's it's like a deterrent. I was like, oh, MG, never again. I was miserable. I laid in bed and just moaned. But yeah.
A, B, C.
And there was a long time I couldn't even eat ice cream at all.
I-J,
Which is, this is the whole point of having that surgery, is that you learn your limits and everything.
5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11,
But yeah,
13,
it's a bit interesting. No, that's fine. Okay. Oh, you know what? I think this one's on the board. Oh, this is a mess. I do believe that thread number is on the board, or it should be 3, 7. No, it's not. All right. 3799. But I still weigh my food out, I know how much that I can eat, in weight, or how much, of volume. And so I weigh it out, or I measure it out, because if I eat sometimes even just a spoonful too much, it can be really bad. And sometimes I do, sometimes I'm lazy and I don't weigh it out. But I know, I can tell, okay, I've had enough. That's a really good, it's a really good, indicator, that it's a good thing for me. Okay. Going a little farther over since it's right on the edge. And then I can park it again. Man, it took me a long time to do these 2 blocks. That's kind of, is what it is, right? Wait. There's a little bit of tufties here. Oh, yeah, but you know what? I bet I can. These ones right here. Let me get my, that one's not ready. My tweezers. The pink one is still, it's not ready to be cut yet. But this one, whoops, these tweezers are, they're not very good. They're like cheapy dollar store tweezers. Yeah, okay. Okay, there, move those real quick. So what kind of chocolate are you guys having tonight or today? Let's see. I was going to park this now. Okay, yeah, I was like confused where I was going. That's the problem. Okay, yeah, there we go. Okay. Oh, let me drink some water. Wash a little bit of that down. You make me crave Kinder Bueno. Those are so good. I know, aren't they? They are so tasty. And they're cheap too. That's the worst part. Is they're really cheap. They're like, you know, well, it's funny because I don't think I would have paid that much for it in the States. You know, like candy was super cheap for when I was growing up. But it's like 9 crowns, which is like $1. But yeah, I'd still buy it. These are going over the fabric, or over the stitches. I don't really like that. But it's fine. I'm going to pivot here because I don't want to, let's see, let's go down here. I never really liked like the Kinder eggs. I mean, I got them a couple times when I first moved here just because it was, you know, fun. But I don't usually buy those, but the Buenos, I really like those. Let's see. This is gonna go. Yeah. Let's see. Where are my others? I'm like, where am I? What's your favorite? Because we have 3 kinds in the Netherlands. White, chocolate, milk, or dark. I've never seen any others except for the milk chocolate, actually. I will have to look because dark chocolate sounds, I wouldn't mind that, I think. I think that would be really good. But yeah. So here's where I messed up these colors, but yeah, I'll fudge it a little bit. 7, 1, 8. Yeah, I'm gonna have to see if there's some of those, but I don't think so. Just sort of random, you know. I think that I ordered some takeaway. There's a there's a place that you can order takeaway, and then you can also order snacks. I like their falafels, and so I usually, not always, but I don't do it very often, but you have to order a certain amount, but the falafel doesn't cost enough. And I don't want French fries or anything like that because I can't eat that. So I usually buy like, because there's a candy store, a snack store right next to where the falafel truck is, and that's where they get it. So I usually I know what they have there, so I order. So one day I needed like 10 crowns more for the, to meet the minimum for the shop. And so I ordered the bueno, and I did not regret it. It was so good. Okay, so here's where this is a mess. So I'm just going to put it over here. It's fine. And
level 7 has full game.
Gonna do a little.
Yeah, got stuck anyway.
Ow.
Touch.
And it's not very big, so it kind of satisfies that little, that little craving for something sweet, but it's not so much that I'm, gonna make myself ill. 718, putting it back on the board. I'm gonna trim that. Let's see. Amanda says, my kids love Kinder Eggs. We had to special order them from Europe because they were illegal in the US because the toy was inside the chocolate. No, they're not inside the chocolate. They're in like a little egg package, but not in the egg. Now they have Kinder Joy, which the toy is in the package. We can get both here in Europe, but they don't taste the same. But the toy in the Joy eggs are better. Okay, I've never seen the Joy eggs. And I still think it's silly that they're illegal in the US. Yeah, it's super silly that they're illegal in the US. There's a place we always get takeaway that has a bueno calzone. We have a friend in the US, and she tells us lots of things that we think are silly. Yeah. I'm an American, and I often go, oh my God, Americans. Yeah. But like the Kinder eggs, it's like in a plastic egg inside the chocolate, isn't it? I mean, because that's the ones they have here. She bought a new washing machine, and the manual said you should not put your kid or pet in it. I was like, why is that in the manual? That's common sense. I know.
God.
Yeah. Yeah.
Dude. Good day.
Yeah. My friend and I were discussing common sense earlier, and we came to the agreement that some people just don't have any. I can't even, but the thing is that I have a thread here, 890. The thing is that like I know that animals do get into, animals and kids get into stuff. So not necessarily you're gonna put your kid in there, but you might want to check to make sure they're not in there before you wash something. So, yeah, I don't know. But I think that's more recent because I don't remember that kind of stuff when I was living there. God, it's been 26 years since I've been home. Oh, that was wrong. Wait a minute. Yeah. It's a little off here. Is that right? Oh, wait. Okay, yeah, those. Ah, there's some colors missing here. Okay, it should be here. I'm like, wait a minute. That is off. I have to figure out what those. Yeah, okay. I'm like, what is going on here? Yeah, well, that's what I don't understand. That,
Huh? Why not?
oh, okay. That's weird. Yeah, I don't remember that, but yeah, I guess. Oh, God, he's making weird noises and it freaks me out. So, let's see. Marlene says, yes, the toy is in in a plastic egg. And Amanda says it's illegal to embed a non-nutritive object in candy in the U.S. since 1938. It doesn't matter that the toy is in the plastic egg. The egg is inside the chocolate, making it illegal. Okay, see, I misunderstood. I thought that it was like they deemed it a choking hazard. So yes, that makes sense. I mean, it's a bit silly, but yeah. I still understand now because I thought it was a choking. I thought they called it a.
Saying no was Uncle Peter's voice.
Okay, yeah. I thought that they meant that it was a choking hazard. Never mind. I understand now. Let's trim this off real quick. This is. Yeah. So yeah, okay, that makes a lot more sense. So, though it's still stupid. Let's see.
What is that?
Sorry, I'm doing surgery here.
Nope means yet. It's a sound effect of
someone's
saying no.
Really?
It's a sound effect of word nope with the sound of Alex's grandpa or Alex's Uncle Peter.
Okay.
With voices.
Okay, I understand, Biscuit.
Voice.
I am going to do this stitch and then park it up at the top.
Nope, nope, said Uncle Peter. Yes, work. Yep, work.
I was hoping to do another square, but I do not think it's taken me 3.5 hours to do 2 squares. That's kind of crazy. Well, 2 whatever that shape is. I don't do math, so. Let's see. Oh, shoot. Okay, that's fine. I can mark that. Okay, we're getting there. I wonder what I did with Let's see.
Yes.
It looks like I missed some stuff here. I think they're green. No, it's pink. I'll figure out what I'm going to do with that later. Yeah, whatever. Crafty Tabby Cat. Hi, everyone. I'm lurking. I think all the stupid warnings are because a lot of people lack common sense, but also because Americans are too happy. Yep. Yeah, definitely. That's definitely a thing. But some things do make changes because they are so happy. You know, some things need to be changed and some things need to be dealt with. And then there's places that, you know, like here that nobody does any of that stuff. And, you know, there's things that should be fixed and don't get fixed because, yeah, it's not the same. But yeah, I am going to, let's see, I'm going to cut this off. But welcome in. Glad you're here. So I think with this one, I'm going to I don't know. I know what I'm gonna do. Oh yeah, that's a good idea. Okay. I was like, I don't want to do these stitches, but I don't want to leave those other ones down there, but I don't want to go across. So yeah, I will cut it off. Excuse me. And I will start a new, I'll start it down here instead. My stand is really wiggly tonight. I wonder if I need to tighten it. Oh yeah. Ugh, that's why it's so wiggly. They, one of the adjusting nuts was not tight. When I'm streaming, I use my stand up one notch so that it's easier to see the camera for the camera. But if I'm just working on whatever, and especially if I'm using the smaller hoop, I lower it one notch. And yeah, so I do that when I'm not streaming because it's more comfortable. I'm not reaching up so far. Okay, and just gonna yeah, that's right. I was like, wait a minute, can I count? Okay, now I can bucket. And one thread left. Okay, I'm going to use my ballpoint needle. Oh yeah, I still have those ones to figure out. Oh, that one's this color. I think this should be some pink colors. I'll just pick a pink color and stick it in there. Which is what I plan to do. I agree with that, Crafty Tabby Cat. Yeah. But you know, like also some of those things get a really bad rap. Like the lady who sued McDonald's for the hot coffee. You you know, a lot of people don't understand how burnt she got because the coffee was scalding hot. And it made her lawsuit made them change it so that it was safer. You know, maybe she shouldn't have put it between her legs, but who doesn't do that? I think pretty much everyone, when you're driving, sticks a drink between your legs because it's convenient. But you don't expect to get your downstairs kitty cat burnt up. Well, it wasn't our downstairs kitty cat, but you know, pretty close. I'm gonna do. Actually, let me just go over here and do that. You know, she had extensive damage. But everyone, you know, was just like, oh, you know, how stupid is she, you know, but they don't really know the whole truth of what happened. And I think that, you know, she definitely had a case. So now I'm like trying to get over there. This is what I'm going to do. So sometimes, you know, you have to get change. You have to do that. Yeah. Oh, I'm not sure about this. I feel like it's a mess. I'm sure it's fine. But I feel I can feel myself going over, you know, filling in. It's fine. It's fine. Yeah. I have to figure out what pink color to put in there. I'm just gonna pick one. Maybe like this a middle one. Because I messed it up. They're in the wrong spot. I agree with that lawsuit. Wait, okay. She needed skin grafts, and it was so bad. The coffee was hotter than anyone could have drunk. Yeah, exactly. I agree with that lawsuit. But like recently, someone sued McDonald's or Burger King for the hamburger not looking like the poster. Though I agree with that because people, you know, if your hamburger looks like freaking trash, you know, that's on them. They should do better, you know. And I think that's one of those. It's not a frivolous lawsuit. It's a lawsuit to make the corporation do better. So you know, it's frivolous. I would call that frivolous either because that's how. Sometimes that's what you have to do to make change. I don't know. So let's see. I am going to remove. See, I've kind of gotten used to my scissors and tweezers being over there. I keep reaching for them over on my cart. It's like it's really convenient where they're at, but then I forget that they're there. I need a better magnet there, though. That didn't work. Yeah, but see, that's, I think, I see both sides kind of thing. You know what I mean? Like, okay, for example, what happened to me, oh shoot, I almost stabbed myself with scissors. What happened to me with my heart, shouldn't have happened. The doctor that treated me, you know, should have treated me, and they didn't. They ignored what was going on, and I nearly died. instead of, you know, taking me seriously. In the States, you would most likely take them to court. Here, it's not that way. And so change doesn't happen because you're not forcing them to accept responsibility, I guess you could say. But I think what it is it's a little different. You know, I see both sides. You know what I mean? Some of them are like stupid, but then sometimes it's necessary. Let's see, what color should I put there? Let's see. It's 4 down. Wait, okay. What about, I'm trying to figure out, I'm trying to fix my mistake. You know what? Yeah, I could just do that. I'll just use that. 917. That'll be a little brighter. 917. Right? Yeah, 917. I don't know. It's not even on there. 917. Okay, yeah, that's a pretty good color. Oh, these are so long. Oh, there's a short one. Okay, so I didn't get as much done tonight as I was hoping for. But I think that, I don't know, I'm pretty awake. I guess I could still go a little longer if you guys want me to, but probably should. It's been almost 4 hours. Wow, we've done pretty good. That's really sad though. I only did 2 blocks. Oi, oi, oi. That was... what is up with all the confetti lately? I'm really, like, not done well with that. Okay, so let's do this. I'm gonna do like pin stitches. If I can. Wow, it's really thick. I'm afraid to look at the back. I'm sure it looks good, but I can feel that. It's like thick right there. It's really loose up here too. Sometimes the little where the screw is, sometimes you there's like a gap there, so you can't really get it tight sometimes. Depends. I have a piece of felt under there, but sometimes it's just, you know, luck. Oh, my nose. I'm gonna hopefully not sneeze. I don't think that looks right, but oh well. Close enough, right? Oh, yeah. That was kind of bad. That needle minders. Okay. 917. Okay, well, I'm gonna, let's see, let me trim. I think it was pretty good. I didn't mind too much. I didn't go as far, so it felt like it was a little bit better. Is there anyone that doesn't know what the back of their work looks like? I have no on any of mine. Wait. Crafty. Hi, Rachel. Welcome in. Crafty Tabby Cat says, so you said you haven't been back in 26 years. Oh, no, it's more like 20 years. But yeah, I haven't been back. I went back in 2006 when my mom was ill. And then the next year I got pregnant with Alex. And we had planned to go back to the States to visit for Christmas that first year after he was born. But this little boy, he was super biscuit. And the day that he sat up, he stood up. He went right straight from, he didn't even crawl. He just went right straight to climbing on everything. And I was like, there's no way that I'm going to sit on a plane for however many hours with a little toddler that likes to climb everywhere. And it's sad because, I wish I had gone because, then the next year he had his reaction and he got really sick. And so, yeah, then it was too late. And then it was too difficult to travel with a child who pretty much cried all the time. And yeah, so I never went back. And my family, I only have my brother left. One of my brothers, but my other brothers are gone. My mom is gone. My dad's gone. So yeah, there's not a lot left. So, and my brother's really busy. So we rarely even talk anymore because that guy is just a busy guy. And with a 9-hour time difference, it's like crazy trying to talk to him when, he's an early riser, early to bed. And so it's usually just not working. Amanda said, I stitch in hand so I always know what my back looks like. Yeah. Amanda says, my oldest climbed out of his crib at 9 months, could climb over the double high gate and walked at 9.5 months. It was exhausting. Oh yeah. Well, he cruised. So he was cruising at 6 months old. I don't even think he was 6 months old yet. And I was just like, so yeah, let's look at the back. I tightened it too tight now. It doesn't look too bad. Let me move the saga window. So there you go. It doesn't look too bad. It's a bit of a mess. This was really neat, but you can see all the little things because those all come back up through the work. But this was a lot more confetti, that part of it. So it is what it is, So yeah. That was that was stressful. I'm not used to so much confetti. I should get used to it, but yeah. So anyway, I think that Amanda says, my oldest cruised early too. My second didn't walk until 1.5 years. Yeah, I think he was, he could walk, but it was cruising. And I think that he finally walked on his first birthday. But I think it was that, he could walk. He just was more comfortable cruising. And he's such a He's such a cute boy. My mom asked me if I have worked on a particular project lately, and I haven't. So she asked me that I work on it. I worked on it, last worked on it in 2017. It's an artisy back when I stitched on 16 count 2/1. Ah, nice. That's cool though. Which piece is it? It was on paper. Oh no. It was on paper. That was pre-Pattern Keeper. So now I'm trying to open PK and highlight what I've done and convert it from PK from here. Yeah, I don't know if you like I don't often work cross country. Like I did typewriter over here. But I still stayed within a certain area. So usually I can, I just noticed there's a cross missing here. Oh no, I just did it the wrong direction. Oh, that's weird. Like, wait a minute, that looks wrong. So yeah, I was able to, when I converted to Saga, it was fairly easy. Cause at that point I was still doing Royal Rose and everything. So, but yeah, Saga is much easier because you can just do a highlight box. You can go like this and you can highlight all the way across. Oh, I don't have Pattern Keeper open or Saga open. So like here, when I converted to Saga, so let's see. Let me unlock the box. You can. So I could just go like this and make my box as big as I wanted and then fill it in like that and then fill it in. It's like really, really good. The hard thing is what's in PK doesn't match the paper pattern. Oh, really? I have 4 pages completely finished, and that's easy to mark off, but the other 3 pages are confetti and cross country. Eek. Yeah. So, but with Saga, it makes it really quite easy. Because you can just make your box however big you want it to be. Let's see if I can put my box to where I want it again. But anyway, I'm like trying to get the box back to where it was. And move, whoops. It's a good thing I have it locked. Okay, so I don't know what I'm going to do with this now. Probably next time I will go to the other side again. I don't know. Oh, so I can't tell what I've already done because the colors are so close. And except for colors like black, I have no reference points. Ooh. But what I would do would be, well, for one thing, I would use Saga because Saga makes it much easier. But you just grid your fabric. I don't know if you grid, but grid your fabric and then just make a box and work inside that box. And then if you see a stitch that's there, you'd mark it. I did that with my parked threads on my other patterns when I transferred to Saga. So as I worked, I would go, okay, this is parked, and I'd mark it. It was just easier that way. So I don't know. But if you can use Saga, I would use Saga. It would make it much easier. So anyway, it is now 12:30, so I am going to sign off for now. Whoops. And don't forget to vote on what's to be worked on tomorrow. And if you are interested, we have the Discord. If you've not joined, join up. We have fun. there, and eventually we'll do some little, impromptu group chats and whatnot, where it's easier. You guys don't have to type as much. So my cross stitch paradise doesn't work, and it's a PDF. Oh, well, huh. You can email it to me, and I'll do it for you if you want. Because it's an artisy pattern. It should transfer. Your cross stitch paradise, do you have it from the App Store, or did you get the APK? Because if you have the APK, it should work. If you got it from the App Store, it's kind of sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. I couldn't get it to work from the App Store, so I found one and I downloaded it. So, but contact me if you want me to help you with that, and I can do it for you if you want. You tried to get it to work and it doesn't. What doesn't work? It's the paradise or the PDF or both. But anyway, I'll help you if you need help. So I got the APK from Facebook group. Okay, because that's the new one. Huh, weird. What does it do? Just, maybe, does it not? Okay, it lines up everything on the pages but doesn't convert it. Huh, weird. Weird. Goes into paradise and then segments the pages, but it doesn't go past that. That's odd. Huh. That's interesting. Well, if you want me to try it, I can see, because that's weird. There might be something wrong with the PDF. That's the only thing I can think of. Well, anyway, if you want me to look at it, I can do that. Just, email it to me or whatever. I think you have my email. Well, you do have my email. I'm emailed. So, So, anyway, I am going to go and try to get my child to go to bed so that I can go to bed. He's busy with his computer. So anyway, thank you all for being here, and I really appreciate it. And it was fun. Oh yeah, let's see how many stitches I did. 194. Oh wow, that's bad. Okay, well, it is what it is. I'll work on it next week. I had the plan to do 500. Oh dear. Okay, well, thank you everyone for being here, and I will see you all later, tomorrow or whatever, whenever, and check out Discord, and we'll see you another time. Thanks for watching. Bye for now. Good night, everyone.